to all you beautiful souls, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you here for the first time, my name's Cheri. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. Today's reading is going to be a very quick yes or no answer to whatever question you would like to ask. That means no situation cards, just the transparent tarot with a quick yes or no. Please remember, this is a general reading. Lots of people asking lots of different questions. So please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you're looking for a more personalized reading, I do offer private readings, thereby gift exchange, meaning I will do your reading for you as a gift. I ask that you respond with a monetary gift. Whatever amount you feel is appropriate will be perfect. That way my readings are affordable to everybody. If you'd like more information or to get on my schedule, please email me at terrysinspiredtarot@gmail.com and I'll get you whatever information you need or onto my schedule if that's what you desire. Now, looking at today's quick yes or no reading, we are going to have reading number 1 with the malachite, reading number 2 with the pyrite, reading number 3 with the pink opal, reading number 4 with the rhodonite, and reading number 5 with the clear quartz. Please select your reading intuitively. Your intuition is not going to lead you wrong. All right, I'm going to go ahead and jump into these readings now, so I will see you guys there. Hello to all you beautiful souls that selected reading number 1 with the malachite. Your first message of the reading is it's time to transform. So it is time for a transformation of some kind. That's not always easy, but it's normally worth it. Now let's take a look at your yes or no. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the transparent tarot. Yes or no to the questions of group number 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I will cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. All right, that's good. We'll get this to hold the cards. All right, we start with the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands talks about things moving very quickly. It can also include spirit guide messages coming in fast, but it's very fast moving situations. Next, we have Temperance. Temperance talks about a balance of passion and emotion. So things being balanced and the pieces that you need for a healthy relationship, both balance and both passion and emotion rather, in a balanced way. Next, we see the King of Swords. The King of Swords can represent a person. If it does, the person is highly intelligent, very action-driven, strategic in the way they do things. If it doesn't, and it can be your energy or somebody else's, but if it doesn't represent a person, it represents a really significant challenge that you have to strategize your way through to overcome. Next, we have the Phoenix. The Phoenix is judgment. It talks about a second chance, rising from the ashes to overcome in a second chance. But on top of that, we have the Devil. The Devil talks about stuck energy. It talks about feeling like you just can't move forward in any direction. It can deal with addiction. It can deal with lust. It can deal with love triangles. Like it's basically any energy that's not good for you that keeps you feeling stuck, that keeps you feeling like you can't move forward. Now, looking at this as a yes or no, I feel like the Devil topping everything off does talk about like a significant level of restriction, but I also feel like judgment is like the way it lays out altogether. The King of Swords is not completely inside the shackle. The Phoenix looks like it's flying away with the King of Swords, and there's nothing really captured in the shackle. All of the, like there's pieces of all the other cards, but nothing that's just kind of centered up there. I feel like this is probably a yes to whatever you're asking, even with the devil on top. But it is saying that you have to overcome whatever the restriction is. You have to overcome whatever the blockage is. There is going to be a second chance. Things are going to move quickly. Finding balance with that temperance in there is going to help. And you will move into the second chance. You're going to have to really look at things and find the right strategy to move forward. So I feel like the answer to your question is yes, or at the very least that whatever you're asking about is possible. There is going to need to be some planning and some transforming to make it happen. There's a second chance coming in, but you're going to have to kind of free up some really stuck energy for you to be able to move forward. So the answer to your question is most likely yes, but there's going to be work that is required. All right, that is all I have for reading number 1. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls that selected reading number 2 with the Pyrite. Your first message of the reading is to let the money flow in. So make sure there are no blockages keeping your abundance from flowing right towards you. Now, let's take a look at your yes or no. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the transparent tarot. Yes or no to the questions of group number 2. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I will cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. All right, there we go. That's good. We'll get this to hold the cards. We start with the King of Cups. The King of Cups talks about love, real, genuine love. It's compassion-based. Doesn't have to be romantic, but it can be. The King of Cups can also represent a person. If it does, that person's energy is love. That's the energy they work in and they live in. They just live in a love-based energy. It could be you or someone else. Next, we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups talks about having lots and lots of options and needing to choose what's right for you, needing to use your discernment to choose the best option for you. Next, we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands talks about fighting. Controversial energy, fighting in some way, could be arguing. Every once in a while, it's fighting for what you want, but for the most part, it's a controversial energy. Next, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is, it's about foundational energy. It can represent marriage. It's the more official side, like, are we going to combine finances? And where are we going to live? And, like, let's do the paperwork. It can also talk about going back to school to change your career and get some additional education. It can talk about finding a belief set that resonates with you. It has the idea of foundational energy. Here it's drawn by a giant tree, and as I'm sure most of you know, whatever you see above the ground is also below in the root system. So it's about laying that really firm root system in your life. Next, we have the Ace of Swords topping everything off. Okay, so the Ace of Swords is about new beginnings, where you take action to start things. It's also about new ideas coming in, really opening yourself to those ideas so that you can make a new start. I feel like there may be some controversial energy kind of blocking a love energy, because you can see the way that wand just kind of cuts through the King of Cups there in the background, right through his midsection. But I also feel that you can let go of that energy through whatever it is you're trying to start. There are lots of options here for you with regards to whatever you're asking. So make sure you choose what resonates. As far as yes or no, this does look like it is a yes to whatever you ask. There's going to be action required on your part and decisions required on your part. And it's probably foundational, whatever you're asking about. But it does look like the answer is most likely yes. All right, that is all I have for reading number 2. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls that selected reading number 3 with the pink opal. Your first message of the reading is to be kind to yourself. So make sure you are showing yourself the same kindness you would show to your best friend, your spouse, your child. Make sure you're being kind to you. Now let's take a look at your yes or no. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Please answer clearly through the transparent tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 3. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. All right, that is good. We'll get this to hold the cards. All right, so we start with the Hermit. The Hermit talks about spending time alone, spending some time in kind of solitude, and using that time to meditate and do the spiritual work and have spiritual growth. So it does kind of culminate in growth. That's why I've got all that brightness at the peak of the mountain, but you have to climb the mountain first. And so it's about using your alone time to help yourself grow, to connect with your higher self. And it is about spending some time by yourself. Next, we have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands talks about feeling like the weight of the world is on your back, being very overwhelmed by the situations you're dealing with, finding things in your life quite overwhelming. Next, we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles talks about, well, first off, it can represent a person. So it could be you or someone you're dealing with. If it does represent a person, it talks about really wanting to be the one that gets the call, to be able to step in and help, to be able to save the day. That is kind of the King of Pentacles energy. They want to be able to help with whatever situation, and they want to be able to jump in and just, you know, kind of have that magnificent save the day energy. All right, topping everything off, we have the Devil. The Devil talks about restriction. It talks about stuck energy. It can represent addiction, lust, love triangles, that sort of thing. Here, the way everything is laid out, the King of Pentacles is not really trapped by the Devil. I wonder if maybe the King of Pentacles is someone that's trying to help you and not your energy. But looking at this as a yes or no, we've got the Hermit, which talks about solitude. We've got the Ten of Wands, which talks about being overwhelmed. And we've got the Devil, which is a very stuck energy, something that's typically not really good for you. So even though we do have that King of Pentacles in there, that could represent some abundance coming in, it does look like the answer to your question is no. All right, that is all I have for reading number 3. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls that selected reading number 4 with the Rhodonite. Your first message of the reading is to find a way to forgive. So whatever it is you're dealing with, it's important for you to find a way to forgive, whether you're forgiving yourself or somebody else. Now, and you know, it's important to also remember that forgiveness doesn't mean that whatever happened was okay. It just means that it's not getting any more of your energy. Now, let's take a look at your yes or no. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Please answer clearly through the transparent tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 4. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. All right, that's good. We'll get this to hold the cards. All right, so we start with the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords talks about taking a time to rest, taking care of your body. Make sure that you are taking a break and just giving yourself some rest. Next, we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups talks about sometimes not seeing things clearly. It can talk about not seeing what's right in front of you, not seeing what the universe is trying to bring in for you. There is an energy of just not seeing things clearly, or maybe seeing them the way you wish they were. Next, we have Justice. Justice talks about fairness and things being balanced and fair. It's got a very strong balancing energy. So you're making sure that you have a healthy work-life balance and that you're just balanced in kind of all the different aspects of your life. And it deals with a significant amount of fairness. Next, we have Death. Death talks about the end of something for the start of something new. So something coming to an end to bring in a new energy. Whatever's coming in is going to be significant, and typically whatever's ending when we have death is significant. So there is some significant ending with a new beginning to kind of make room for whatever's starting. And then topping everything off, we have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords talks about hanging on to things too tightly. It can talk about stuck energy, but it can also talk about maybe something not completely honest, or something not being disclosed. Maybe someone not telling you the truth about something, or withholding information when they did tell you what was going on. Okay, so let's look at this as a yes or no. So we have the Four of Swords, which is pretty neutral, and even the Four of Cups, which is pretty neutral. Justice and Death are both major arcana. The way this Seven of Swords sword goes through the Sword of Justice as well as through the Staff of Death, I feel like there's something that's being held onto that is just keeping everything from moving forward. And it could be something that's not even true, because there's that kind of energy of maybe something that's not being completely honest in your realm. So somebody may not be being honest with you, and hanging on to what that is could be stopping you from letting an ending happen that does bring in a new beginning. It could also be impacting your ability to balance, because the way that sword goes through, it would cut the scales completely off, and they would just fall to the ground. And Death, it would stop things from ending because of hanging on to something. So, and you got the energy of maybe not seeing things clearly. I feel like there's misinformation here somewhere. Someone is not being completely honest, and that is causing things to kind of stagnate. I feel like you need to get some rest and kind of look at it through a clear lens again after you've rested and taken care of yourself for a little bit. As far as yes or no, with the way the Seven of Swords is interacting with everything, I feel like the answer to your question is no. All right, that is all I have for reading number 4. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls that selected reading number 5 with the clear quartz. Your first message of the reading is to get crystal clear. So make sure that you are being clear and that your question here today is clear as well. Now let's take a look at your yes or no. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the transparent tarot. Yes or no to the question of group number 5. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then we'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. All right, that's good. We'll get this to hold the cards. All right, so we start with the Phoenix. The Phoenix is judgment, talks about second chances, stepping into a second chance for something you truly desire. Getting that second chance energy to kind of rise again and try again. Next, we have the Emperor. The Emperor talks about remembering that you're in charge of your realm. You make the decisions that lead you down the path you want to go down or down the path you don't want to go down. You're making the decisions for your life. So choose the path that you desire. And then topping everything off, we have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles talks about abundance, significant abundance coming in. It could be part of that second chance with the way it's kind of riding on one of the wings of the Phoenix. Or you could be reminded to choose the path of abundance if that's your desire in this realm. All right, looking at this as a yes or no, this is a pretty clear yes to whatever you asked tarot. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye.